Good evening, guys. Hope you are doing very well. Today I am just here to make another new series about Python, that is the if-else, and if-elif, and elif-else. So if I am just making this kind of the program, if you know and learn this if conditions, elif conditions, and how it works in the program, then by learning these if and elif conditions, you will just enrich your another knowledge experience in the Python language field. So directly I just want to go in the program. In here, this is the first program of the if condition. What is that? That is I just take the variable, one variable, that is the x, and x is equal to 95. That means 95 is just kept inside the x. Then I just write down the condition, that is the if within first bracket we just write down x greater than 0. What is the condition? The condition is that if the x value is greater than 0 colon, if you give the enter, then print will come in this space. That means there is a space that is called in the Python, that is the indentation. So that means this print condition is just come under if condition. In here, if the condition is true, x value is 95, that is actually the greater than 0. So if I run that program, then the print condition will give the output, that is the x is positive. Why it gives the value? Because that condition is true. Now in the second program, we can see we just take the another value, that is the minus 95 within x. But I am giving the two condition there. What is the two condition? In the first condition, in the if, we are just checking whether x is greater than 0 or not. X greater than 0, that means in the programming language, program will check the x value will be going to be greater than 0 or not. In here we are taking the minus 95, that is not true. Minus 95 is less than 0. So in that case, they are coming out from this condition. After that, they are just going inside the else condition. In else condition, that means if condition is not true, in the else condition, they are directly give the printout the x is the negative. So I'm just running in the Python environment. So I have the Python 3.12.5. So I'm just selecting that one and then run the program. Then you can see that x is the negative. So if I change that value into negative to positive, if I just remove the negative one, then you can see if I run that program, then they are giving these two value, these two print. The first condition is that if the condition is true, then they will print the x is positive. Then the second print condition is there, 2 plus 3. Then if I run that program, then we can see the x is positive is giving the output. The second output is 2 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That 5 is also giving the output because this condition is true. Now I just want to check in with some another conditions, that I am just taking the value x is equal to 95. So I am giving the same condition if x greater than 0 colon, then I am just giving the 3 print condition. If this condition is true, then this program will giving the 3 output, 3 print statement, that is the x is positive. Second one is the 2 plus 3 plus print ABC. If it is not true, if x not greater than 0, then in that case, that program directly goes inside the else condition. Then they will print the x is negative, and the print statement I just give the write down the two integer value 2 plus 9, that summation they will giving the output. But in here you can see just earlier program I just told you that this space are called the indentation. That means in this print, if the condition is true, if condition is true, this print will come inside that if condition. And in else condition, this indentation comes inside the else. So that means if the else condition is true, then this printout will be going to be there. But in here you can see this print is in the just outside of the if and else condition. That means whatever the statement, whether the condition is true or not true, but this print, the ABC, automatically, if if I run the 3 and 4 programs in different condition, always you can see this print condition will be there, this print condition, because this is not come inside if and else statement. Now I just run the program. Now you can see the 95 is greater than 0, so they are just print out the x is positive, then 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, then print ABC, then this is the outside, so this is the common print statement, so they are giving the capital ABC output. Here you can see the next program is the if-else. I am just taking the two variable x and y, and within x I just give the 40 value, and within y I just kept the 40 value. Then I just give the statement here, if x double is equal to y. In the is equal to, in the mathematical term, you can understand that is equal to means equal, but in the programming language the single equal to means this value is kept inside the x. But the double is equal to means in Python, that is they are checking the condition. They are question mark to the second condition, that whether this condition is equal or not. That is basically in the question statement they are using the double is equal to. So in here this condition they are checking whether the x value is equal to y. Yes, in x 40, y is 40. So if I run that program, you can see the x is the equal to y. They will give this output. Suppose I am changing the value in here of the y. Suppose if I am taking the value of 50, then if I run the program, that means the first condition is not true. If condition x is not equal to y, because x value is 40 and y value is 50. So in that condition, they will just go inside the else condition, and within else condition they will just print the x is not equal to y, this statement, and then print ABC, that statement. See, I just run the program. Now you can see these two statement, they are just print out in this program, because this condition is true right now. Now go to the very next program, that if boolean expressions true or false. In here x is equal to -5, then I just write down the condition, if x greater than 0, that means whether x value is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, then they will print the x is positive number, and then you can see that print exit. And after just write down this statement, then they are just print the exit command. This is not come inside the if statement. Basically you can see the indentation of this print and this print. Both in this print there is a gap, and this print, that if in the same line you can see this one, that means this is not comes under if statement. So if I run that program, then you can see that x is the positive number. It is not, the condition is not true, because we are just taking the negative number. Suppose if we are taking the positive number, suppose we are taking the x is the 5, so in that case this condition is true. That means they will print the x is positive. At the same time, this is the common print statement that is not comes in inside the if, so they will print both the statement, x is positive and exit. In here no output, that is the program. Then they see how it works. X is equal to -5, I am just taking that value. Then I just give the statement that if x less than 0, if this condition is 0, if this condition is true, then in that condition they will print that x is negative and Python classes. If this condition is not true, then they will print the x and the hello. And just outside of the print, that is not come inside the if or the else. I already explained in the last two program. This is the outside of the if-else statement. So whether this condition will be true, then this output will going to be given, and if the else condition is true, then this output will be going to be given, and at last, and this operation, mathematical operation, or the print command, it will be worked. Let's see after running the program. Yeah, we can see x is negative because x value is the -5. That is basically the less than 0. That's why they are just taking this statement. If I change the value, the positive number, basically positive 5, that means x value is right now 5. 5 is less than 0. Then in that case, the output will be going to be the else condition. Let's run the program. Yeah, you can see this right now this condition is true, so they are giving the x and the hello output. Then the print 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now here we are just going to be see some another condition. Right now I just explained about the if and the else condition. Right now we can see the another condition, that is the elif. What is the elif? I'll just explain when I just explain the program. So I'm just taking the x is equal to 5 and the y is equal to 4. So if x double is equal to y, that means whether the x value is equal to y or not. If it is same, then they will giving the printout. They will giving the print two numbers are same. If it is not there, we are used to given the another condition to add the another condition in if statement. So we are, if we are write down the if it can be done, but in that case if and elif has the little difference. What is the little difference? In the if statement, if I am using the 5 times of the if, then 5 times output will become. But if we are using the elif conditions irrespective of the if, so in that conditions what will happen, if the program is just finding out the one condition is true, then the output will come that one. If the elif condition is true, then the output will be coming that one. But instead of elif, if I am using this one is the if, then in that case both the, if the both the condition is true, the both the condition it will come. And within else statement we are using the print y is greater than x, and then this print is again, it is not inside the if, elif or the else, this is the common field. So I just run the program. We can see that this condition is not true, so it goes, the first condition is not true, so for that they are just checking the second condition, that yeah, x is greater than y, yeah, x5 is greater than 4, so they are just give the printout, the 4 is the greater than x the 5, and then this print statement high, this statement it comes, and then later on this common statement is hello, that gives the output. Now we can see the multiple elif statement. We see the single elif condition, and right now we just want to know about if we have the different kind of the conditions, how we can use the multiple times of the elif. So we are just taking the variable, that is the price is equal to 200. So we just write down the condition, if price is greater than 100, then we will print the price is greater than 100. And elif other is price double is equal to 200, that means whether the price is double equal to 200 means whether the price is 200. If it is true, then they will give the printout price is 100. And elif again, if we want to add again another condition, so within if we can use the multiple times of the elif to add the different conditions or add multiple conditions. Elif the price is less than 100, if the price is less than 100, then in that case the print will be there, the price is less than 100. So if I run that program, we can see these two conditions. Sorry, the price is 200, that means price is 200, this first condition is true, so that's why they are giving the output price is greater than 100. So if it is this condition is true, then this program will never go inside this elif. That's the basic funda between the if and elif.